is up, Retromaniacs? My name is Mike. His name's EP. His name's Joe. And we're not here to give you one. We are not here to give you two. We're here to give you 3 cards you need for your retro PC. Big one this week, episode 69, boys. We made it. Celebration.
Before we get into the 3 cards, I do want to say you mislabeled last week's. So we had 2 episode 67s in a row. And I didn't say anything because I was going to make a big deal about episode 69, but damn it, you remembered. This is a fever dream for me. Episode 69 with, as the time of recording, 1.69 thousand subscribers. Thank you, everyone.
Nice.
Shut it down, Mike.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. We've hit the pinnacle. We can't
accept no anymore.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Thank you for tuning in for our childish antics. But I'll kick things off here. My card this week, a little bit of gimmick infringement. I warned you before the show started. You don't know what it is, but I'm about to show you. My card is a card of 2 goats together on the same card. We love stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But how about goats from different sports?
Okay.
Maybe even different areas of entertainment altogether.
Okay.
Maybe even different life forms. I don't know. But my card is the 1992 Pro Sports Specialties Peanuts Classics Hologram number 2. Charlie Brown, and I'm trying to get it so you can see, but
Charlie.
somewhere in there, you see how it says "Living
I
Legend."
see EP's face.
There's a Stan Musial in the background swinging a baseball bat, but you.
Oh
can't
yeah. Okay, I saw it.
Hopefully,
We'll
right
see it.
here you
We'll
can
see it right
see
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is my card. I bought a whole bunch of non-sports stuff, and boy, did I have a blast going through the inserts that were in there. And I mean, I grew up loving Charlie Brown. You watch the Thanksgiving show, the Christmas show every single year.
Halloween.
I remember, like, you used to have to sit in front of the TV and make sure you didn't miss it every year. It was must-watch TV. Great stuff. I love this card. It's like a $3 to $5 card. It's not worth much. There are no PSA graded cards. Just a really, really cool card. It's technically a 92, but it has a 93 date on the back. So I don't know, 92, 93. Trading card database says it's 92, but it has a 1993.
It's like reverse of ultra modern, where they're like a year,
right.
they're making up a year behind. That's wild. I mean, 90s holograms, man. You know I'm in.
I know. I stole your gimmick.
Yeah, I was going to say, first you're going after Grifties, then you're going after 90s holograms. What is going on here? But no, that's a great card. And it looks shinier than the ones that I was showing. So the technology must have
really
improved.
nice,
Look,
It does look really nice.
There's Joe.
I was going to say, you can see us in there. No, anytime you get non-sports, hologram, 90s, check. It's going to be a great card. Love it.
Plus, also, like you said, Charlie Brown. Like there are so many people I know who have Charlie Brown Christmas trees that they bring out every year. You know, as decorations. And
I have
then
one in
also
my front yard.
And then
You really?
Stan Musial, one of the best hitters.
Here, put it right there.
And Stan Musial, one of the best hitters. Like just a really cool card, a cool concept. I wonder, like, how many other cards are in that set? Is that are there other characters with baseball players, or is that just like a standalone by itself?
There are only 2 holograms in the set. The other one is Snoopy, and he's like running for office kind of thing. I don't know.
I might need that.
What? It's really an IP that has been underrepresented in cards. Like there were a couple sets I think done over the years, but not much I know I'm old and this is great to me, and younger people although they do have a lot of new
made
stuff
Looney
on Apple.
Tunes.
Yeah.
But they made Looney Tunes cards, which is even older IP, isn't it? I mean, that's a really good point. Like, who Upper Deck, pick up this IP. I don't know who owns it. I don't know what the parent company is of Charlie Brown and the Peanuts. I don't know what that overall company is, but someone pick it up. I mean, could you imagine Fleer Ultra
Right.
Snoopy
Right.
cards? Come on. Do it.
I'm in.
People
I'm in.
of our age, like the people that have the money that are buying collectibles now, like we all remember those specials. I mean, they're still on, but I mean, those are like they're deep into our hearts. And we read the comic strips in the papers as well.
I TiVo them every
Remember that?
year.
The books, the collection,
Every
the book
year.
collections. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the book clubs in school. Were you guys
Mhm.
old enough to have that?
Yep.
You get the
Yep.
little form. I always got a Charlie Brown book.
Yep.
Every time I got.
I got Garfield too, but yes. Yep.
Garfield, yeah, that's up there. That's up there. Ah,
All righty, P. Enough about my wonderful card that clearly won the competition this week. But what do you have for us?
Well, I can't. It's tough to compete with that, but I have one that's a favorite of mine. So I'm going to share it. It's 1992 classic 4-Sport Alonzo Mourning. This is the LP, and it is numbered 1 out of 46,080. Which we talked about this on one of our shows last week about how the numbering, how different it is from to today compared to back in the day. But this was 1 in 46,080. It's LP10 in the set. I think I saw an auction went for a penny. Somebody tried to auction it, went for a penny. You can probably get it for like $2 or whatever. But it's a really cool Alonzo Mourning card. His Georgetown uniform. I remember watching the NCAA tournament. That's why I was a big fan of Alonzo Mourning, because him playing in college. So there you go.
46,000 relatively back then was
Right.
a very limited card.
46,000 right now might be limited in
Yeah.
real terms. I mean, come on.
Donruss Elites were out of 10,000 and you never saw those.
Yes.
So there were 4 times as many of these, but still compared to a regular card. But
Mhm.
the 4-Sport, how great was that back
Yes.
in the day? Like, people probably have no idea now how exciting that was, but like putting all the different sports in there, having all these draft picks from the sports. You had Eric Lindros, you had Shaq, you had Manon Rhéaume. Remember when she was in there?
Yep.
They put out some
And-
great stuff in the early 90s.
Yeah, and Christian Leitner, like this class or whatever, had a crazy basketball class. So
I mean, Classic is another company that we've talked about. It's like they were doing some really, really cool stuff. They had a really great wrestling set around this time, if I remember correctly. I mean, the 4-Sport wasn't my thing because I only liked football, but I still had, when I was going through my stuff, I still had like a row out of like a 3,000 count box full of this stuff. So it's not like I was avoiding it. You know, it's a card collector, man. I got to get something. So there might be a Drew Bledsoe. I think I was going to use a Drew Bledsoe rookie out of 4-Sport one week. So yeah, I'm here for 4-Sport, and 46,000 or whatever it is. Again, once you add up all the parallels, all the base
Way
and
more,
everything
way
else,
more.
there might
way
be
more.
101s. There might be that
Yeah.
many 101s of one
Oh, yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Out there.
Come on.
They're working toward it. Absolutely. All right, Joe, wrap us up.
All right. I said to you guys, I am shocked I have not used this card or a variant of this card yet. And I had to go through all 68 other episodes because we are on episode 69, which is a nice episode. I'm going back to 1996 Pacific Kramer's Choice Award of Dan Marino.
Mm.
How have we not talked about Kramer's Choice? Mike, you have this look on your face.
I'm just wondering what the value of this card is.
Yes.
Less than $15.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah,
For
I
Kramer's
was
Choice?
looking. Yeah. I was looking at Terapeak just
Is it the
because I
jumbo
knew.
one, maybe?
Nope, it is not the jumbo one. There was one that went for 12. The jumbos go for less than 5. Yeah, 1996. Yes.
Wow.
There is one that I'm about to buy on eBay, $25 or best offer. It's crazy how low the value is on these. Now, Mike does bring up a good point. If you are going to buy one of these, if you're going to go online, definitely don't get the jumbo. Definitely make sure you look or ask.
And check the description, like everything.
Check the description.
Yeah.
Because people, sometimes they mark it in the title, sometimes they don't. But definitely check and ask. There are a lot of these. There was a Kurt Warner one from 2002 that was like $20, and it was numbered.
Jeez.
These were case hits, 1 in 721 packs. I love how Pacific did this because if it was
Not guaranteed one.
it was not guaranteed one in a case. It was just over a case. So really, really tough pulls. I'm going to pull the trigger on the Merino that I asked the guys double check to make sure it wasn't the jumbo. And I think I'm going to try and find one of the acrylic cases that you could send away
Yeah.
for like $20 back in the day. I read the back of the pack.
Mhm.
Send $19.99 to get the special acrylic cases. These were great. We've talked about Kramer's Choice before. We've talked about Pacific before. Dan Marino, one of the greatest to ever do it. So, yeah, I mean, how I don't have one of these, I think I just assumed they were just too expensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's one listed for 25 or best offer. That one won't be on eBay by the time you folks see this. And there's another one listed for about 70 or best offer. But again, the last sales are $13 to $25. So Kramer's Choice, man, I can't believe it's on this list. I can't believe it's this low.
I remember these being like this impossible, like they saw like almost a holy grailish type of card because I never pulled one, never saw anyone
I
pull one.
never saw one in person.
They
yeah,
were the
like-
rainbow unicorn. Like,
Right.
did they really
Yeah.
exist?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
This is what I love about this show, though, because Joe, the same as you, in my head, I was like, this card is worth way too much to have on this show. I had no idea that you could get some of them for these prices.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't. And my mind is blown. EP's a witness protection down there.
I know. I was gonna say it got really dark really quick down there. And I will say, if you're randomly an Arizona Cardinals fan, an Ohio State fan, just a David Boston fan, you can pick his up for like $6. I mean, it's
Just to own one.
really crazy. Just to own one would be
For our group, like I've talked about these cards so much and had even back in the day, like just to own one of them of anybody is a pretty crazy thing.
Let me know
And-
if you find the case, though, because Pinnacle and Pacific did all kinds of stuff like that. And I've looked for some of these things randomly here and there and haven't had a lot of success finding them. But that would be fantastic to have that card and have that case to put it in.
Oh yeah. It would be. I would walk around like it was an award, like an Academy Award. The problem is
he's not joking.
No,
I'm not joking.
He actually,
I
would.
may-
Show
I
everybody
may-
on this channel.
I
too.
made Logan Paul it. You know, like how he did
That'd
with
be
the
great.
Pokemon thing.
You wear it
How
on the
cool would that be?
Oh,
Walk around the
yes.
National with that bad
Oh
boy
my
on.
God, yes.
I will say the problem is a lot of the time, if you ordered one of these cases, chances are it's because you had a Kramer's Choice to put into it. So
Oh, yeah.
it's hard to find one. I'll have to find a super cheap one that someone felt needed this case, buy that too, and then I'll have the Merino as well. But yeah, great card, great set, great company. I love this card. I need to get it. I will be getting it here in about an hour. FYI.
I thought I had this one wrapped up, but I didn't. He won. What are you gonna do? Try harder next week. That's all I could do. He cheated.
Yep, same.
I think he manipulated the market to get it.
I
cheap
did.
enough to be used. Yeah.
I found some. I put them all out really, really cheap.
Yeah.
But just do it like Bill Belichick is doing, Mike. On to episode 70.
On to episode
On that-
70.
On to episode 70.
But I don't want episode 69 to end. So
69 has been a great episode. I have to. It's been very nice.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Very nice.
thank you all for watching 69 times. Those 3 great choices this week, guys. I'll see you next week. Take care.
See you, boys.
See ya.